Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything, and welcome back to the channel and to another match review after yet another victory for Xavi and Barcelona, who saw off Sevilla at the Camp Nou by 1-0 to climb up to second place in La Liga. The win sees Barca extend their winning run in La Liga to 6 matches and also bring to an end Sevilla's run of 14 games undefeated. The goal on the night came courtesy of yet another moment of just pure individual brilliance by Pedri, who along with Ousmane Dembele and Ronald Araujo really are starting to look like the leaders of this new Barcelona. Now, before I delve into what transpired on Sunday evening any further, just allow me to say we're on the road to 2K and we're pretty close, so please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on notifications, and hit like on the video as well. So, I'm going to quickly take you through the tactical setup of the two sides before talking about my negatives and positives, and then finally picking my man of the match. Let's go ahead and start by looking at the tactical setup. Barcelona set up with the usual 4-3-3, and for the third straight match, we saw a front three of Ferran, Aubameyang, and Ousmane Dembele, as well as Dani Alves returning to the starting 11 in what was a not so good outing for him, I should probably say. Sevilla set up similarly in a 4-3-3, but they had a lot of crucial absentees. There was no Acuna, there was no Fernando, so they set up with the following players, and it was very makeshifty from them, and they coped well though despite that. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about some of my negatives from the performance that we saw from Barca. Now, straight up, I'll admit that there was really only one real negative that I wanted to point out here, and that was wastefulness in front of goal. There was a lot of profligacy with our finishing. Ferran Torres missed at least 2 good chances. Aubameyang decided to go down in the box instead of just finishing what would have been a pretty easy chance for him. And of course, we saw Frankie de Jong as well just miss a header at point blank, though probably of all of them, De Jong's chances was probably the hardest one to take. But regardless of that, we had very good chances in that first half to have been at least 3 goals up by halftime alone, and Barca just didn't look like they were going to find that finish, to be honest. Up until Pedri's moment of magic, Barcelona hadn't really done that much, and I should probably point out that there were some opportunities where the crossbar, Oyasin Bono just put off an awesome save. We saw that happen quite a few times, but even with that, Barca just could not put away their chances in this match, and I think we're going to need to work on that if we're going to keep pressure on Real Madrid for the rest of the season. Alrighty then, enough with all the negative talk, let's go ahead and talk about positives. And my first positive here was actually the great defensive performance that we saw from Barca. I think with the exception of Dani Alves, all of our defenders today were just on top of their game. They shut down Sevilla when they needed to. Yes, of course, Gerard Piqué had a moment of madness in a way, because he could have gotten sent off there pretty late on with that pullback. But thankfully Araujo was nearby and the ref opted for the yellow card instead of the red one. But yeah, generally our defense looked good. Jordi Alba for the most part looked untroubled. I expected the Gatito Corona to come on and cook him, but that didn't happen. Alba was solid, so was Araujo, of course. I've said that already. He's looking like a leader in this team, and every time that Dani Alves was dribbled past or had a lapse in concentration, he was just there to mop up and to clean up, and it was like there was never any danger. My next positive is of course that Barcelona moved up to second place in La Liga. Think about that for a while. Second place. This is a season in which people all around were saying, "Ooh, I don't know if Barcelona isn't going to finish in the Champions League places. I mean, you got Real Betis and you got blah 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 blah." And here Barcelona are sitting in second place and looking like, if Real Madrid slip up, they could make a push for the title. That's crazy. That there could actually be a title race this season involving Barca. Crazy. My third and final positive is the unleashing of Dembele, the chance-creating machine. Now, if you look at Dembele's stats from his only season in Dortmund, you're going to see that he didn't score an awful lot of goals, but he did get an awful lot of assists. I think he had at least 20 from my memory. Well, if I'm wrong, I've probably put the correct stats on the screen. He created a lot of chances tonight as well. We saw him create chance after chance for Ferran Torres, for Frankie de Jong, for, basically whoever was there. He even had the assist for Pedri, and he was just unplayable tonight, and he was on a different level. And that brings me to my next section, which is the man of the match. And of course, without a doubt, Ousmane Dembele is the man of the match here. And I think maybe I might split it with him and Pedri, just simply because in that moment where Barcelona needed players to step up, there were really 3 players today who really did step up head and shoulders above anybody else. All right, those 3 players were Araujo, as I mentioned earlier, Ousmane Dembele, and Pedri. I mean, the way he took that goal, that was just different class. That was different gravy. I mean, there's a lot of people were making the comparison, like, oh, it's like Iniesta, oh, it's like Messi. But I was, of course, on that boat early on in the season, or maybe 2 months ago. But the more I watch this kid and the more I see how he operates, he's putting across that message that, you know what, it's true, those guys are class acts and you can make the comparison, but I'm different gravy. I'm not exactly Messi, I'm not exactly Iniesta, I'm Pedri. And I think, him alongside Ousmane Dembele, like I said, Dembele was just crazy with how he was creating chances today. He was doing all the right things on the ball, off the ball as well. He was putting in that work, tracking back, winning the ball off of Sevilla's attackers and defenders, and it was just a great performance from him. So that's my man of the match, Ousmane Dembele, and of course Pedri. Well, that, as we say in showbiz, is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Xavi ball keeps winning and Barca keep climbing up the La Liga standings. From sitting in 9th when Xavi took over, they now find themselves in prime position to pounce should Real Madrid slip up at any point. And you know what? I don't doubt that they will, because this team is handling the pressure differently. It's hard to believe this is the same set of players that Ronald Koeman had. They're just handling the pressure differently. And it also makes you wonder, what was Koeman telling these guys if they had this in them? With an almost fully fit squad as well to look forward to, Fati is back in training, Dest is expected back soon, and also with that positive, vibrant dressing room, there has never in the past 3 years, I think, been a better time to be a Kool-Aid, and I'm here for every moment of it. Yes, I'm loving it. Anywho, what were your thoughts on the game? Who was your man of the match? Tell me in the comments section. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, and Forza Barca.